I've had a quiet crush on a coworker for almost a year now. It started last fall when we ended up working on a project together and actually got along really well. He's funny, kind, ridiculously patient, and honestly one of the only people at work who can make a stressful day feel lighter. In the beginning, I genuinely thought he was single. He never wore a ring, never mentioned anyone, and he carried himself like someone who lived alone. But months later, during some random conversation in the break room, I found out he's actually separated, not divorced, and has 2 kids. His wife's the one who left, and apparently things between them are beyond repair. He never gave details, but the way he said it made it sound like the relationship ended badly. Once I learned that, my crush didn't exactly disappear, but it definitely cooled. Reality tends to do that. Still, while I was crushing, my curiosity kind of got out of control, and this is the part I'm embarrassed to admit. I Googled him too much. It started harmlessly, searching his name just to confirm if he was actually separated, but then one search led to another. Before I realized it, I ended up down a rabbit hole, and suddenly I knew things he never personally shared with me, things I never should have known. I found old photos of him and his kids at a community sports page. I found his wedding announcement from years ago, his old Twitter account that he hasn't used in forever, his ex's Instagram where she posts bakery pictures and family vacations. I even stumbled across her Pinterest board for some reason. And the worst part? Once I figured out her online alias, I found an old discussion account of hers on a forum. Nothing wild, mostly parenting threads and recipe posts. But still, why was I even looking? I've never interacted with her, never commented on anything, never made myself known. I'd never message him or show up anywhere. I don't have that kind of energy or intention. I don't even have his number, and we only ever talk at work. But I do feel guilty, because even though everything I found was technically public, it still feels like I've crossed into I know too much territory. He never volunteered any of this, and now I know details about his life, his family, even his past struggles that he never chose to tell me himself. Part of me thinks, well, it's Google. Anyone could look this stuff up. The other part of me feels like some kind of weird detective who dug way too deep over a crush that probably wasn't going anywhere in the first place. So I guess my question is it actually wrong that I found all this information, even if it was just online searching? Or is this just something people quietly do and never admit?